What is up, you guys? It is Maddie here, and it's been a while since I've done a commentary. It's been like 4 days, and that ain't like me. I usually do one every 2 days. But unfortunately, Hurricane Sandy came out and about and hit the East Coast pretty hard. New Jersey got torn up. So did LBI. So did the city. So did Connecticut. But where I am here in New York, I don't want to give out where because I don't want to get butt raped. We did well here. There was just a lot of gusts, not really any rain, but for anyone who were in those states or the city, I wish the best of luck to you. I hope everything goes well. I hope you're all right, and peace be with you. That wasn't really the right term, but nonetheless, I hope everyone's doing all right after that hurricane. I know it hit everywhere else pretty hard, but lucky enough here, I'm very fortunate to have not been hit by the storm pretty hard. So, anyways, moving onwards. Today, we are obviously looking at some Assassin's Creed 3 in the background, and I'm bringing you my review off the bat on whether or not you should pick this up, as in buy. Should you rent it, or should you pass it up completely? Oh, my voice cracked. Alright, so let's get started with the negatives. By the way, in the background, you're going to be watching. I want you guys, usually I don't care if you watch the gameplay in the background. It's usually there for just if you want to watch it. But you're going to see 2 fight scenes and then a shit ton of other miscellaneous activities you can do to this game. And I'll get into all that later. Anyways, let's start off with the negatives and then we will move on to the positives, which will stand out a lot more than the negatives, trust me. So we'll talk about technical issues first. We're going to talk about minor things, and then we'll talk about the bigger things. So a few technical issues. Sometimes textures don't load. A friend of mine named Matt, actually, ironically enough, he bought Assassin's Creed 3, obviously, and he was just like, why is everything so blurry right now? Like, his game completely glitched out, and none of the textures were loading for his guy and anywhere, and it was really weird. So he had to like reinstall it like twice before it could work. Also, it's not even just that, just to him in general. It's happened to a lot of people, and just in general, sometimes textures don't load, and it's really annoying at times, and it kind of takes you out of the experience. Alongside that, there will be an occasional frame rate dip, but a lot of these technical issues I always look past, just because this game is so huge in size and there's so much to it that you really can't waste your time being mad at that little thing. So it's really nothing to deter you from the game. I'm just saying, for those who are perfectionists, no offense, and really like to have the game that is flawless. I mean, you're gonna see a few technical issues here, but for the size it is, it's totally reasonable. Anyways, a big complaint I have is, without spoiling too much, is that it takes you 6 sequences to get those robes with all the weapons you want to be able to acquire, and to just go around Boston or New York and just in the frontier and just have fun. 6 sequences. That's like 6 hours of playing the game and being forced into doing the story and not experiencing the freedom. They tried to pace it out in the beginning. Let's just say you don't play as Connor right off the bat. Connor is the main protagonist, the assassin. Let's just say you don't play as him off the bat, and it all makes sense afterwards. And not afterwards, but it all makes sense, and it's all worth it because the story is really good in this game. But the wait is so long, and for people like me who are so anxious for this game, I just to wait to play as Connor is like, you gotta be kidding me! Come on, I just want to fucking kill people and whatnot and just have some fun. I think they should have realized more so that their game is part of an extremely popular series, and that you don't make people wait for something as stupid as that. So that is one of my complaints. And another one is a lot of people have been complaining about the ending. I haven't beaten it yet, but I'm pretty close to the end where I could have made a pretty good review here. But I have to say that overall, all I've heard is bad things about the ending. But then again, people said Mass Effect 3's ending was bad, yet I thought it was fucking amazing. I don't know. So it's whatever. It's up for grabs with everyone with that. So I'm not really going to give my opinion on the ending. So those are really the only complaints I have. The one other thing is the camera can be a bit wonky during combat. But let's talk about the positives now, which are quite a bit. So let's talk about, well, the massive amounts of stuff there is to freaking do in this game. There's obviously synchronizing viewpoints. There's liberation missions, because this takes place, in case you didn't know, during the American Revolution, which is one of the other cool key features. I mean, to be able to run around the cobblestone streets and whatnot, and see the beautifully architectured buildings in this game, I'm like a sucker for cobblestone streets. That's why I love Canada. I've never been there, but I really want to go there. And that's also one of the highest leap of faith I've done. I don't know. I felt like I was in the air for a while there. So, but anyways, back to all the stuff you can do. There's right here, you're gonna see me climb over this wall and this fence to my left here, and there'll be a chest, and I open and I get a shit ton of money. Sometimes you'll get items that you can sell at the store. Once you sell stuff at the store, you can buy new weapons and whatnot. There's a feature called the homestead, and basically this is the place that you live at. And you can go around and do homestead missions in the frontier, which is this big wilderness that I'm sure if you paid attention to anything in Assassin's Creed at all, you would know about. And so you recruit people for your homestead, and they do different things on the homestead and like get raw materials such as logs or coal or ores of any form. And then you can craft something out of them. And then the money you invest in this, you then ship out for a higher profit. But the higher profit you go for, you have a risk percentage of like the convoy getting attacked. You have a time travel percentage. Is it worth it over time? And it tells you your profit at the end of it. So it's really cool. It's actually like a Fable feel that you can basically do this little homestead option and make some money on the side while you're just walking around doing your thing. Because sometimes money is hard to come by, or a lot of money is hard to come by in this game unless you open the chests. Collecting almanac pages for Ben Franklin. Speaking of Ben Franklin, meeting the iconic historical figures of American history is one of the coolest things in a video game that I've ever seen. Meeting Sam Adams, Paul Revere, Ben Franklin, George Washington. It's like, what? This is sick, And it's like, it feels like I'm not like I guess you could say a geek when you put it this way, but it feels awesome to learn sort of some more history, but yet play it too. It's so cool. And the weaponry in this game is amazing. You're going to see me actually pull out my bow and arrow here. All I have is really good things to say about this game. The story is amazing. There is tons and tons of things to do. And overall, my recommendation is to buy it. If this is going to be your first Assassin's Creed, I recommend this be it. They do kind of explain what you're doing in the Animus and everything. They kind of assume that you've played all the Assassin's Creed, but you can understand it if you haven't. I've only played through Assassin's Creed 2 because I was never a fan of like the desert-esque settings, so I never played the beginning ones, but I did play the shit out of Assassin's Creed 2, and I love that game, and I love this game, and I definitely recommend it. So I hope you guys are kind of finalized on your decision if IGN or GameSpot or any of the other reviewers didn't finalize it for you. So yeah. Other than that, you guys, I hope you enjoyed. Please leave a thumbs up right there. That guy gets collided into a little, whatever these things are. I think the gallows. No, I don't even know. I'm embarrassing myself now. Other than that, you guys, stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.